Hi, Kurt here with Treetop Explorer. I'm playing in my backyard again, Maple, next to my house here. So here's some cars driving by, maybe some lawnmowers, so I apologize for that. But today I just wanted to run through two knots, actually one knot and one hitch. These are two that I use pretty regularly. I use them I use them often because I find them pretty useful, but also because when I look for knots or hitches, I'm looking for something that's, say, simple to tie, holds well, and then easy to untie. And both of these do that. What's also cool about these two, this knot and this hitch, is that there's a couple different ways to tie them. So they can be kind of fun to play with and figure out which method works best for you. The first one is an Alpine Butterfly, and this one I tie when I'm looking for a fixed loop in a rope. It might be near the end of my rope, might be anywhere midline. I can tie it anywhere in the line, and it gives me a fixed loop. So to show you the first way to tie it is I'm going to grab what we call a bight of rope. So you can see I'm just taking a loop. Now to do it, I'm going to do basically one full turn on this loop here. So I'm going to do 2 half turns. So there's 1, 2. And if I've done it right, you can see I have an 8 or an infinity sign. Now the key for tying that is I'm going to take this loop all the way around, come around the side, and then through this hole here. So you'll see as I go to tie it, I need to hold this hole open because that's where my loop's going to come. So I'm going to hold it here. This loop comes all the way around and then just right through it. All right, and now I'm going to dress it and set it, and now I have a fixed loop. So I can pull on this like a handle. It wouldn't cinch down on my hand. I can clip things into it. Actually, the system I'm climbing on today, I'm using one of these in my system, so it's holding my weight. When I get back on the ground and I'm pulling everything out, it's going to be pretty easy for me to untie the Alpine Butterfly. That's one way to tie it. Second way is kind of neat too. Basically, I'm just going to wrap it around my hand here. So you're going to see I'm going to go once, twice around my palm. And I'm leaving this one to hang, so I've got the three passes of rope here. Now to tie it, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside loop and I'm going to jump it over, and then I'll take, again, the next furthest loop and jump it over and through the hole. So this one, watch that, that's the center one. So this one is jumping over. So this guy's now the outside. I'm going to take him out around, and you can see I'm going to come right where my hand is, right through the rope. I'm going to bring that loop right through there. That forms my loop. Dress it up, set it, again, fixed loop, Alpine Butterfly, tied, wrapping it around my hand like that. So just a second way to do it, pretty neat. When you do tie them, you can make this loop as big or as small as you want, depending on your use. The next one, again, this is a hitch, and a hitch is used when you're tying rope, cord, string, what have you, to an object itself. So I'm going to tie it around this branch right here. Get this system out of the way. All right. So to tie this, you're going to see what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it with the working end of the rope. So that's the tail end of the rope here. So this end up here is the standing end. So that one doesn't move. I'm tying it all with the working end. What I'm going to do is make 2 wraps around the branch. The key is the first wrap is going to come on this side of the standing end. Then I'm going to cross over and finish the second one on the other side. So it's 1 wrap around this side. You can see I'm crossing over here. I'm continuing on around the branch. And when I come back through here, this is going to come underneath where I crossed over, parallel with that standing end. And you can see, to dress it, I'm going to pull those 2 loops around back, and I dress it. And if you can see it, 1 rope exits that way, 1 rope exits this way. That's a Clove Hitch. So it's a pretty neat hitch because it binds and it holds really well. Point to note though, you're generally not going to use this for personal life support or anything like that, but when you put a heavy weight in it, it could roll around and this tail could slip through. So really the Clove Hitch is usually used in a knot system, so I'd have other knots. And in this case, I would put a stopper knot in the end of this rope here, the tail, to keep it from sliding through. It's one way I could finish it, but that is the Clove Hitch. Pretty neat. And again, easy to untie after I've weighted it. 2 other ways you can tie this. Say you don't have the end of the rope and you're looking to tie it somewhere mid-rope because you want to fasten something to it. The second way is basically I'm going to take this rope and I'm going to form two circles with it. And you can do this laying on the ground so you can see it. But what I have here is this circle here comes around and goes down. This one here comes around and exits up. And you can see both of the up and down ropes, they're on the other side of this crossing rope. So when I have it like that, I've got my 2 circles. All I have to do is take these 2, fold them around towards the camera here, so I'm catching it, and that, I'm gonna put it on my hand so you can see it. Get the 2 loops next to each other, I can set it. You can see I have my Clove Hitch. This exits that way, that exits that way. Again, I might need a stopper knot on it. That's how I can do an inline clove. Pretty neat. Again, I don't need the tail end to tie that. There's another way to tie an inline clove, which maybe you see this, and this one might work better for you. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the rope. Now, rope's hanging down here. I am going to just put 2 loops in the rope, same direction with my hand. So I take my first one, all right, and then I'm gonna take another circle up. You can see I have the 2 circles. Now, to make this work, what I need to do is take this second loop that I made and just put it around back here. And right there is where my object goes. Again, if I tighten it, you can see one exits down, one exits up. I've got it dressed with these 2 loops together. So that's another way you can tie an inline clove. Anyhow, again, I use those pretty regularly. I like them for different things, around the house, camping, all kinds of stuff. But the Alpine Butterfly and the Clove Hitch. You can look them up online if you want to see a diagram or replay the video. But either ways, hope you enjoy and have fun.